Hey, how's it going? So yesterday morning I woke up, had my breakfast and my coffee, and it's about to get into some of my office work. I didn't have any shoots scheduled yesterday, so I was just going to do the emailing, invoicing, and all that kind of thing. And I peeked out the door just to see what the weather looked like, and it was extremely as foggy as I've ever seen it over here. So I actually decided instead to grab my Canonet, and I put in some more of that Fujicolor Press 400, and I decided to head out and kind of just document the scene around me. I walked down State Road over the high-level bridge and then down into the gorge, which is always very photographic anyways, and it's often foggy down there, but I had just never seen this level, so I thought there might be some cool stuff to capture. I actually set my camera to ISO 200, even though it was 400 film. I kind of wanted to see what this film looked like overexposed by a little bit, but then I figured a full stop was a safe bet with all the fog, as the meter would be reading so much white in the scene. So after I got back from my walk, I decided to run out to my lab to see if I could get my film there in time to get it developed that day. Turned out he had already done his morning run, but he was doing a second run because someone had dropped off a bunch of film, so I got kind of lucky with that. Anyways, that's Akron Commercial Color Lab. So if you live in Northeast Ohio, there is a place to still get your C41 and black and white film developed. I'll put a link to his information below. So I was able to get my film back later that day, got it scanned and got it edited up. And so I thought it'd be fun just to go through the shots and talk about them a little bit, something I've never done on here before. It's kind of what I do on my blog, but in video format. So like a vlog. Yeah, so now that I've geniusly invented the vlog, let's just dive right in. So this first shot is just the gas station right across the street. The first shot I took, and basically the first thing I see when I walk out my door on any day. I think this was just kind of something documenting it for myself. Nothing too special. I think it's kind of cool just because it changes my perspective of it, but yeah, just is what it is. This is my row of buildings shot from the other end. The studio is actually at the far end with the green roof and the bricks. Again, something I see every day that just kind of had a different look. Nothing that I think is, outstanding. The third shot, I thought it was going to look a lot cooler when I was taking it. I thought the squared up, what is that, a 40 style building behind these other two buildings, the abandoned Ponderosa stuff was going to look really cool, but yeah, it just came out kind of average. This one I do really like. This is, there's a car dealership before you get to the park, and I just thought with the fog and the way the colors looked and the drips, and the droplets and everything, just the leading lines, the circle logo, yeah, and now seeing the way the colors come out, it's just kind of a cool shot that I'm pretty happy with. The fire hydrant. This is to me like a classic reason you would shoot color. Like this, say back in the day you have a camera loaded with black and white, one camera loaded with color. It's not a shot you're taking because of, the shades or the shadows. It's something just because it's red, the rust, the white top, definitely the fog in the background gives it a cool, pops it out. I do like the stones too, everything just gives it some depth. Just kind of an old school color photograph there. The Welcome to Akron sign. This one I actually overexposed by 2 stops. I did bracket and shot another one, and it definitely was too dark. So going extra exposed is the right way to do it. Because I think everything, the Welcome to Akron, those colors wouldn't have come out. It would have been more silhouetted. Looking down at the river now that I'm on the bridge, I've actually taken this shot really, really well with black and white film and with digital. It doesn't really, the fog doesn't really add much to this. It just kind of actually fogs it. Okay, the expansion grates, just an average shot. Again, something that look cooler in my head and through the viewfinder, maybe in person. Fog adds an element, but nothing too special there. This one I kind of like, the light post. I do like the, kind of just the negative space and sparseness of it. The trees you could kind of see adding some shade in the background. I like the vertical shot here too, which is something I do less. I'm more of a landscape orientation photographer. Yeah, this is, what I had in my mind when I was heading out the door. This is looking north. Yeah, I just like the leading lines. I did wait till the car was in the shot. I wanted to see what the headlights look like. How fast did I shoot that? Because there's not a lot of blur in there. That's 1/500th of a second, so makes sense. I really like these trees and the way, but I couldn't get far enough away to fit them all in. And then, as you can see in the bottom left, those are the blurs are from the chain link fence. But I did like the color of the trees on the white fog and the leaves down in the bottom corner. Didn't come out quite as nice as I would like, but still something kind of neat about it. Okay, this is looking the other way on the bridge, and I like this one, I think, even a little better. I did wait for that red car and for there to be more traffic in the shot. I like how you can see the light poles fading more and more into the fog. Again, good leading lines. Now walking down into the gorge. I do like the wall that holds up that embankment there and the like step look of it. Not my favorite. I got better shots of the bridge like this one. Surprised how bluish this one came out. Again, I did bracket these shots, and if you look at the next one, how different those two blues are. This one's overexposed by 2 stops, the first one by 1 stop. I actually like the vertical one better, how you can see the bridge all the way on the other end, and I like the lines of the barbed wire from the fence. It's kind of funny they have this fence with the barbed wire, but there's a gate that you could get right through and kids walk through and spray paint everything. Here, this shot is, everyone who hikes this trail takes this photo. I have a really cool black and white one. I have a digital one. I have a selfie I've taken with my GoPro here. You pretty much have to take this shot when you're walking through here. This is actually one of the ones I like better. I do like the fog adding the element to it. Yeah, there was just something about this pink ribbon in this photo that I really liked. I did a couple different aperture settings on this one, and I actually like this. This is at f4. I actually shot one wide open, and it didn't look quite as nice. It was better to have the trees a little bit in focus for some reason. It just, I don't know, it made the colors look better and just gave it a better look. Yeah, cool with the arch of the bridge. I like how the trees keep your eyes from wandering off the scene, you know. Another photo I've taken in the winter when there's no leaves on the trees a bunch. You can't get this shot in the summer. It's pretty obscured. Classic hiking trail picture. The thing I find really interesting is how different the colors between this shot and the next shot are. That greenish aqua color that I get looking down the stairs is just surprising to me how completely different it is. I really like the composition of this though, just how the fact that the stairs have the kind of that jerky angular look. Stump, some leaves. Yeah, nothing too exciting. Looking down at the river, again, that bluish color came back. And I hadn't really been changing the settings all those much between those photos. I really like this one. I don't know, the last few years people started hanging locks here on this bridge like there's some famous bridge in Paris, right, where they do that. But I do really like this, how they almost, that suspended look with the fog and then the river leading away in the valley below. Yeah, just kind of cool. This one, I remember when I was walking back, the rust from the fence really looked like the same color as the woods behind it. It didn't really come out as much in this photo, but I still like it. And it was also Ash Wednesday, and I don't know, maybe I had the cross in my mind, something about this. I think if I ever posted this anywhere, Ash Wednesday would definitely be the title of it. Yeah, so that's just me evaluating my own work. I guess I thought I'd just go through and try something different. This almost kind of like a live stream type vibe. But anyways, I do have some more analog stuff coming up. I did load the camera with an interesting Fuji film that I found in those boxes. There was just one roll that was different. It's Fuji Super G200. I think it was replaced by Superia, perhaps. I tried to do some research on it. There wasn't too much out there about it. But yeah, so that'll be showing up in a video later, and then I've got a couple videos coming out that are more bike riding too. So see you next time.